to this video. Thank you so much for clicking. I am so glad you're here. If you are looking for more information about cryptic pregnancy, phantom pregnancy, pregnancy of years, or any kind of pregnancy experience, please, I suggest that you maybe look through or even join my Facebook group. I'll put that here for you. I decided I wanted to do this video because it's important for me to address this, and just because I feel it's important to talk about, because it's something that's really ignored in the cryptic pregnancy community, and these women really choose to ignore the subject. So I want to bring it to light and talk about it in this video. But first, I want to make this point. You are either pregnant or you aren't. There is no such thing as being a little bit pregnant. There is no gray area in pregnancy. Even if you aren't producing traceable amounts of hCG, you are either pregnant or you aren't. Eventually, that baby will be born after 42-ish weeks, give or take a few weeks. That baby will eventually be born. So hCG does not regulate the growth of the fetus in utero in any way. Let me say this again. hCG is not responsible for the growth of the baby while in the mother's womb. Many women with little to no hCG in pregnancy will have healthy pregnancies and have healthy babies. This in of itself does not affect the gestation period in pregnancy whatsoever. So producing or not producing hCG does not in any way affect the growth or the gestation period of the pregnancy. This has been clinically proven through many of my friends, many people that I've talked to personally, many people who have messaged me personally, many people who have emailed me and contacted me and shared their stories with me, as well as women that I've studied independently. And it can also be verified through anecdotal, I have a hard time saying it can be verified through anecdotal research. Women with little to no HC have been recorded to deliver a baby within the normal 40 weeks gestation, but many go as far as 45-ish weeks in some instances, according to my research. It's past 11 months gestation. That's pretty close to 12 months gestation. And there have been women who have been recorded to have gone this far and have done this safely with their midwives or even doctors who have monitored them closely and just kept an eye on baby and made sure that everything was healthy. But in the case of the pregnancy that lasted 12 months, there is no evidence that points to maybe low hCG or no hCG. That could have been the reason why the actual pregnancy lasted 12 months gestation. I haven't found any information to support that that's why that particular case lasted that long. So despite women going 45-ish weeks into their pregnancy, there are many women who have tested positive with hCG and have gone this far. So hCG, having hCG in your system or having no hCG in your system does not affect the growth of the fetus whatsoever, because there are plenty of women who have tested positive at hCG right at the beginning of the pregnancy and have gone 45 weeks into their pregnancy before they deliver their baby, because that's what they chose to do with their midwives. Now that I said that, I want to get to the main point of this video on how a pregnancy of years, or believing that you've been pregnant for years, affects the woman in a negative way. The number one reason is I feel a lot of these women want to deny that they actually want a baby, but deep down inside, for some reason, they want to make up for maybe a baby they've lost. Oh, there's so many different reasons. I don't want to get into exact details, because then it's like I'm diagnosing. But a lot of the women claim in the cryptic pregnancy or pregnancy of years community that they don't actually want to be pregnant, that this has just happened to them. And that's untrue, because they're not actually pregnant, and this is something that they are doing to themselves. Nobody's making them I mean, there's women that are supporting their theory, but nobody's actually making them believe that they're pregnant. They are the one that's making them believe they're pregnant the most, because they are their own mind they're in their own brain. So, trying to get to my point here, but it just won't come out. I feel like these women deep down inside do want to get pregnant or be pregnant, and they do want to have a baby. And believing or thinking that you are pregnant for years will negatively affect your fertility. 100%, I can guarantee that. Telling yourself over and over and over and over and over again that you are already pregnant will affect your fertility, because your body will stop ovulating. And if you're not ovulating, then there's no chance of you getting pregnant, because even if you are having sex when you are supposed to be ovulating, if an egg's not dropping, there's no sperm meeting the egg, because there's no egg there. So there's no possible way. Now, I also want to bring up that a lot of the women, in fact, majority of them, will state or claim that they have not had sex the entire time they have thought they've been years pregnant. So some women will say they haven't had sex in 4 years and 5 months, or some women will say they haven't had sex in 2 years and 7 months, or however long that they think that they haven't had sex. Now, if you are years pregnant, or you think that you're years pregnant and you aren't having sex, you will not get pregnant. I mean, if you're not having sex, you cannot get pregnant. So you are inhibiting any possible way you could ever get pregnant, because you are thinking that you are already pregnant with this year pregnancy and this year-long baby, or a baby that's been inside of you for 3, 4, 5 years. So if you're abstaining from sex, there's no way you can get pregnant. And this will affect your fertility. You can't get pregnant if you're not having sex. And if you can't get pregnant if you're not ovulating. And if you're telling yourself you're already pregnant, your body will stop ovulating. It will act pregnant. It will give you what you want. Your mind and your body are connected because they are one and the same. They're in the same thing. So for you to say that they are disconnected is ludicrous, and it's not based on. There is so much scientific and medical research that will verify that your mind and body are connected 100%. And what you are telling your body every day is what your body will give you. So if you're telling your body that you are already pregnant, your body will act pregnant. Why would it keep ovulating? Why would it do that if it's already pregnant? And then there's no way you could ever, the chances of you actually becoming pregnant and actually having a baby are super, super slim. And this makes me very sad for the community, because I really do feel like these women want to have a baby. They're so adamant that they are pregnant. So it will affect your fertility. If you are having a phantom pregnancy of any kind, it will affect your fertility. If you are having a pregnancy of years, it will affect your fertility in a very bad way, in a way that you don't want it to. And it could cause all other problems too. So what do you mean? It could cause other problems too. What does that mean, Crystal? Well, you know, we discussed how a pregnancy of years, or a phantom pregnancy, or thinking that you are pregnant when you aren't pregnant, can affect the woman's fertility, and how it hurts her in that sense, in the fertility sense. But when it comes to the people who are around her, like her husband, who is watching this and trying to support and be there and listen and understand and provide and just be the person the woman wants him to be, to have all of this presented to him. It's not his body, so he can't tell her what is or what isn't happening. I sympathize so much for the husband or for the partner in the situation of a year's pregnancy, of a pregnancy where a woman has told herself that she's pregnant for years. I also sympathize and completely, I pray for the children who are involved in these women's lives, because they have to, I mean, if they're older, it's a little bit easier, but if they are younger, they are impressionable. They don't have a complete understanding of how the woman's anatomy works, how the woman's body works, and they are still trying to get an understanding for themselves. And to have a mother tell you that you can be pregnant for years, the amount of confusion that would create, and then to grow up, you are going to grow, these children are going to grow up, and they are going to realize that their mother is wrong, and that's not how it works, despite what she says or what she believes. And then it's going to create this discord in the relationship, possibly, and all of these things. I feel for the children who are involved in these women's lives, and whether they are adult children or small children, I have so much. And that's why I started my group, because I want to give a place for anybody and everybody who is concerned for these women at all. If you are concerned about a woman who is years pregnant, please join my group. It will help you, because it gives you a place to talk about your concern, gives you a place to talk about your fears, when it comes to the person that you care about thinking that they are, and continually thinking that they are pregnant, especially if they want a baby. This will hurt them. So in a pregnancy of years, you are causing your own confusion. It is not the doctors refusing to confirm your pregnancy, especially if you've gone to more than one doctor. If you think that you've been pregnant for years upon years upon years, it's just you refusing to accept you aren't pregnant. And you will be okay if you aren't pregnant. And that's why I'm making this video, because if you do want a baby, if you think that you've been pregnant for years and you do want a baby, you do want to conceive a child, please understand that you already thinking that you are pregnant is hurting you. It is hurting your fertility. It is hurting the people around you. I'm not telling you to come to me. I'm telling you to go to your doctor. Please work with your doctor in getting the proper diagnosis, whether you are or you aren't pregnant. Like I said, you will be okay. And then you can work with your doctor to possibly get pregnant, or many, many other things. So please, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Please email me. My email is in the description box of this video. You can also contact me through my Facebook group. Reach out to your doctor. Reach out to somebody you know and trust, and get some answers about what's happening to your body, instead of just believing that you are pregnant and that you're just going to continue to be pregnant for years and years and years and years. You can decide to not be cryptically pregnant. You can decide to not have a pregnancy of years, and you can actually become pregnant. You can work with your doctor through fertility treatments. You can work with your doctor to get your body to a place where you can get pregnant, have a healthy pregnancy, and deliver a baby. And I wish any person who is watching this video, I really hope that you get the outcome that you are looking for and that you deserve. So stay blessed, stay happy, stay healthy. Bye.
Please subscribe to join our tribe. Bye.
Oh.